If you're waiting to be invited, you're just wasting away time that you could spend socializing, meeting people, meeting friends, building relationships. But you're just waiting. You're just waiting for things to come to you. But in reality, especially if you're in a new town, right? Or even if you're in your hometown, you can take the steps to actually build something. And most people don't teach you this, right? People just say, yeah, you have your friends from school, you have your friends from work, and social circles happen naturally. But that's not how it works. Once you get going in your life and you're moving cities, you need to take action. And I'm exactly here to tell you why, all right? Because I was in that place. When I moved to Paris when I was 21, then I was in that situation. I was just used to, having my friends from school and from work and all of that in my hometown. But now I was in a completely different town. I didn't know anybody. So I had to figure out some way, right, to meet new friends, meet new people. And that was exactly the point, right? When I was in my hometown, I would wait for the invites. And at some point, some people would ask me, hey, you want to do this? You want to do that? But in my new town, when I moved to Paris, I just knew no one's gonna write me. Obviously, no one's gonna invite me to stuff because I didn't know anyone. I just freshly came into the city. I didn't go for work or I wasn't an exchange student. I was just there in the city, didn't know anyone. So I knew I had to find some kind of way to build those relationships, to meet those people. But I was just waiting around. I was, swiping the apps. I was scrolling on YouTube. I was procrastinating because I felt stuck. I didn't know what to do. I just realized I had this wish that somebody would just come around, right? And invite me to stuff and, build a connection with me. But imagine how much power that has, right? Imagine if you feel that way. How many people are there in your city that feel the same way, that just want to meet new people? But they're just like you, they don't want to take action. They don't want to have the responsibility of creating something. So if you can be that guy, imagine how many prospects you have, right? How many people you could meet and how many people you could bring together. That is the power that you need to realize you have once you take action. And so let me tell you how you can get these invites, right? Well, first of all, you need to build a social circle first, obviously. If you don't know anyone, then how are you going to get any invites, right? Makes sense. So what are you going to do? I'll tell you exactly what to do, right? Simple step by step. If you're in your city, you look up the venues, right? Be it on Reddit, be it on YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is, or Instagram. You can follow some pages on Instagram where they tell you what is happening in the city, which venues are really popular, where the kind of people are that you want to meet, right? Be it business people, be it students, be it from the art or fashion scene, like in my case, in 2021. You need to find out which kind of people you actually want to meet, and then you need to find the venues where those people are. And so once you went through Reddit, YouTube, and all the social media platforms to find out where those places are, you just go out to those places. And it doesn't matter if you're alone. Being alone is actually powerful because you don't have pressure. So let's say you found a few bars, right? And then so every day, every evening that you have time, you go out to these bars. And it's very simple. You just talk to everyone, all right? And that may seem scary for some of you, right? To just walk inside a bar alone and then talk to everyone. The thing is, you're not that important. I want to relieve some pressure off of you. You are not that important. So people are not going to remember you unless you make, obviously, a positive connection, which is the goal. But if you mess up social interactions, it's not that bad because people are going to forget you. You're not that important, right? And so you walk into the bar, you just talk to everyone, and then you make small talk. You try to find some things that you can connect on through small talk, right? And then you dive deeper into those topics. And then you take up their contact information, be it Instagram, be it the phone number and whatnot. And then the next day you follow up. You tell them, it was nice meeting you. Maybe mention something that you guys talked about during your small talk or your conversation. And then you invite them out. You invite them out. It was nice meeting you. Let's get coffee sometime. Let's grab coffee. Let's go for a drink. Or you can also say, listen, I'm going to this bar. You want to join? So no pressure, right? You're not giving anyone pressure. You're just inviting them to stuff. And you see what you just did there. You were the guy waiting to be invited, but now you are the guy inviting other people. So you know exactly the kind of pain that people feel when they're not getting invited. And you were wishing for somebody to come around to invite you. And now you are that guy. And now I want you to repeat this process whenever you have time, you go out to venues, right? You go out to events, whatnot. You to bars. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that there are people willing to socialize. And then you just repeat the process. You talk to everyone, you take up their Instagram, the next day you follow up, and then you organize events. Just imagine how many friends you will have in just like 7 days. If you go out 7 days in 1 week, you will have so many friends in just 1 week. Isn't that crazy? People are so stuck up, like people are in depression, to be honest with you. People are in depression because they're lonely. All they need to do is to get out there. They need to put in work, just like even for 7 days, just every day you go out to a venue and you have enough context to build something. And then you are the connector. You are the guy that connects other people. And this is how simple it is. By the way, if you want to meet like-minded people, I have a free online community. It's called the Chameleon Hub. The link is in the description. And if you want my one-on-one guidance, I also offer a one-on-one coaching program. But I always say, listen, if you don't need any help, all the information is on my YouTube channel. I want to give as much information out for free as I can. And the coaching program is just basically for people who want someone who holds them accountable, who follows them step by step and gives them a real step-by-step plan to initiate. So that's basically it. Find venues through social media platforms you can go to. Go out as much as you can. Take up as many Instagrams or contacts as you can. Follow up the next day and then organize events yourself. You will have so many friends after you do this. And then don't worry, you will get invited to all sorts of stuff. This is what happened to me in Paris. I started from zero in Paris. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know a single person in Paris, yet I still managed. And once I saw how easy it was, if you want to put in the work and if you target volume, then you can do it too, right? If I can do it, you can do it too, because I started from zero. So that's basically it. Always remember, blend in, stand out, and belong anywhere. Take care.